One of the most common reasons that I have to turn down custom pet portrait painting commissions is that people don't submit me photos that will work as references. And so in this video, I wanted to go over some of the tips and things that make a good photo reference and some things that don't. So the first thing I want to say is photos that are like this, like the old style photos that are actually printed out on photo paper, these things almost never work as references for painting. However, this is one that I took of my dog Sage. I took it in 2005, and so it's kind of, my lights are kind of shining on it, but I'm trying to hold it there. I think you guys can see. So it's not the most clear photo, but I made this work. But what you notice about this photo and why I was able to make it work is that it has a full view of the head, very close cropped in. If you give me a photo that's like one of these printed out old style ones that's got a little small head and mostly big body, I will definitely not be able to use it, because the details in this photo, like if you zoom in on them, like if I scan it in really large and I zoom in on it digitally, the details aren't there. They just aren't like digital photos. So if you have this, like if your animal passed away and you only have photos like this, make sure that you, before you purchase a painting from me, a custom one, make sure that you have some that are really zoomed in on the headshots like this. And I still can't guarantee that they will work, but that's going to be the best chances that it will work. Next, I'm going to show you a whole bunch of photos that are digital files, and I'm going to explain to you on each one why they won't work as paintings. This photo, although it's cute and it's of my cat sleeping, it won't make a good painting. I can't see his head features very well. His body is in the foreground, and I can't crop it to be a headshot, which is what people most often purchase for my paintings on customs. And this one, I can't see his facial features at all. I often receive photos like this from people because they think that I can just invent how the cat looks. But if I want it to look just like your pet, then I need to be able to see all the facial features very clearly. This one is of my cat Panda Bear. He's hard to photograph. He always looks kind of angry or annoyed, and so this photo won't make a good painting because he doesn't look happy. This one, although a super cute photo of my cat sleeping with his tongue out, just won't make a very good painting. Sometimes cute photos just don't translate well into paintings. This one is another of my cat, Panda Bear, who is looking annoyed and not happy with the photo session. Sometimes you can use treats or toys to get them to perk up a little bit when you're taking photos of them. Here is one where my cat is looking at the camera, and it could potentially be cropped for a headshot, but it's very blurry, and it is too blurry for me to be able to see the details well. I often get blurry photos from people also. And this is another one of my cat Panda Bear not looking the best. He's not looking happy. And so it's difficult to get cats to look alert and happy sometimes, and dogs too. It's just a matter of taking lots of photos. Well, here's another one of my cat, Mr. Samadhi, and it's not a good pose. He looks a little angry. It won't crop well into a headshot. And so this is just another example of getting a close-up photo. This one is very blurry, and it's too close-up. I can't see her entire face. It's my cat, Karma. She is looking right at the camera, though, and she has a very cute nose, but it won't make for a good painting. This one is of my cat, Mr. Samadhi again. He looks really cute, and he's looking down at the camera. His body pose is cute, but his facial expression isn't the best. This one is another where his facial expression isn't the best. He looks cute, he's sleeping, eyes halfway open, but it won't make the best painting. And this one, it does look cute. His face is a little bit better, but since he's laying on his side, it still won't make the best painting. It's better to have the animal sitting upright. Now I'm going to show you some of the successful photos. This dog's name is Buddy. This was a customer provided image. This worked great for a painting because it was easy to crop out to a headshot. He looks happy, kind of like he's smiling, and the lighting is fairly good. I could see the details well enough to make the painting. This picture I took of a frog, and it's a really great photo for a painting because of the pose. If you can tell by looking at it compositionally, it makes your eye kind of move at a diagonal angle through the piece because there's more in the foreground of the frog, and then the background has a smaller piece of the frog, so naturally your eye moves at an angle, and this kind of gives an activating energy to the piece. And this is a photograph I took of a giraffe. It is an excellent reference for a painting because the giraffe is looking right at the camera and I can see all the details well. The lighting isn't perfect, but I could work with that in the painting. And usually the lighting doesn't have to be exactly perfect for my artwork to turn out well. This is a photo I took of my cat, Mr. Samadhi, and it's an excellent example because he's sitting by a window. He has the light cascading across him from left to right in the piece, so it gives this beautiful glow, and there's a lot of different dynamics in the contrast between the part on the right side of the painting and the left because of the lighting. This is an excellent photo reference. It's also a photo I took of my cat, and it's very zoomed in, and I can do well with really zoomed in photos as long as they show all of the features well. Like the previous photo that I gave as an example that didn't work, it cut off the eyes, but this one you can see the eyes and it's just really connecting with the viewer. This photo is one I took of an elephant, and this one I used a zoom lens, and I was doing action photography on a DSLR camera to take this photo. Now, not everyone has a DSLR, but if you do, then taking your photos, if your animal moves a lot with a DSLR, and doing action photography is an excellent way to capture a crisp photo. This picture I took of my cat Karma. She loves to pose. So what I did to get this photo is I just got her when she was laying in front of a window. I opened the window wide so I had lots of light, and I used my iPhone to take this. So I just stood in front of her and talked to her sweet and snapped the photo, and there she was. Made a perfect reference photo. This is a customer provided image. This dog's name is Wanda. This was an excellent photo. I believe this was taken with a professional DSLR camera. You can kind of tell that by the way the background is blurred out and everything, but it's an awesome photo cropped into a headshot perfectly for a reference. In closing, I've posted a link in the description area of this video where I've written a blog post on my website that discusses how to get good photos, and it's tips on taking photos of your pet with your smartphone. So if you still don't have a good photo in mind that you've already taken and you need help taking more photos, that's a great resource for you. And also, if you have any questions, please post them in the comments. You can also email me at krystle@krystlecole.com. All right, I'm always here for you. Thank you so much for watching, and see you later.